What I want to talk about is Daddy's little girl. I have a bet with Sharon that I wouldn't cry. That doesn't count as the crying yet, okay? She wrote me a poem and named it Daddy's Little Girl, and I'd like to share that with you. I am what you call a daddy's little girl. I don't care what people say, not even the boy I had a crush on in 5th grade. I am what you call very lucky to have such an awesome dad. He tells me he loves me with all his heart, even when I've been bad. I am what you call a person who's very rarely sad. How could it be with such a funny guy like my dad? I am what you call a daughter who wants to make her dad proud. That's why you see me out on the varsity softball field, cheering and screaming so loud. I am what you call a little girl who is growing up into a determined young lady. So tell me, Dad, when it's time to give me away, will you be ready? I want you to know, words can't explain how much you mean to me. When I growing up and married, and you're there, yes, you will always be my hero, my role model, my daddy. And a daddy's little girl, I will always be.
You look incredible.
So here we are today to join Lazarus, Wu Jin Shin Vitas, and Jessica Marie Zuniga in a life of happiness and commitment.
I once told you 13 reasons why I love you, and I could tell you a million more, but what it all comes down to is this feeling I have in my heart, knowing that I have you by my side.
So many things had to go right for us to have a chance at what we're celebrating today. As our friendship grew stronger and stronger, it was clear our love for each other went beyond friendship.
I will never be able to repay you for the joy you bring me every day, but I promise to do my best. I will love and care for you always, and I'll try to limit my smothering.
Today I'm honored that I get to call you mine forever in front of our family and friends. But before I do, I want to say thank you. Thank you for loving all of my imperfections and for having my back. But most of all, I can't wait to love and be loved by you every day, forever and ever. I love you.
Laz, I hope you know how serious I am when I say I have never liked any of Jessica's boyfriends. Sharon and David, you know what I am talking about.
On paper, I don't know that I would have matched these two up. But thankfully, real life is not paper because these two were made for each other. Their relationship would move forward and then take a few steps back, as I know they knew how great they could be together, but feared putting their special friendship at risk. Eventually, Laz was able to seal the deal with the ultimate romantic gesture when he bought himself a pair of jeans.
So, because Laz didn't necessarily receive the same level of attention, and just because, you know, I'm his older brother, you know, I tried to look out for Laz. He used to suck his thumb, and, you know, a lot of, like, babies suck their thumb, but, you know, Laz sucked his thumb till he was, I don't know, like 7 or 8 years old, or something. I also want to say, Jess, that, you know, despite all my initial thoughts of Laz as a kid, but you are a lucky woman. Laz is a great guy.
I was convinced that maybe my perfect best friend was just too good for anybody. And then in comes Laz. Jessica said something that she has never said to me before. On March 13th, 2018, it was one of those rare times that we were both free to talk on the phone. And it was that night that Jessica told me that Laz was the man she was going to marry. I am so happy that you found the man of your dreams. Through all the frogs, you have finally found your prince.
My mom, in typical Korean fashion, wanted us all to be scholar musicians and forced us to take piano lessons when we were growing up. But Laz would do everything possible to avoid getting anywhere near the piano, to the point where it would be an all-out game of hide and seek. Finally, another thing that he's afraid of is spending money.
It is my turn to welcome all of you here to this beautiful winery. I want to end my remarks by wishing you and Laz a very long and happy life together, a life full of joy, excitement, but most of all, a life full of love and harmony. Cheers.
Coming together is a beginning, staying together is progress, and working together is success. When children find true love, parents find true joy. Laz and Jessica Vitas, here's to your joy and ours from this day forward. Cheers.
You have declared to each other and to all of us here that you will live together as husband and wife. You have exchanged rings as a daily reminder of those promises to each other. I now pronounce you husband and wife, and Lazarus, you may now kiss your bride. I now present to you the new Mr. and Mrs. Vitas.